Alright. Nothing but bad news today. Had my wallet stolen out of my truck. Stupid light's not working for my knapping. I'm hoping you'll be able to see. Yeah, the floor's not great. And let me see if I turn another light on. That makes it better. Okay. We're going to try. This is some gray-green banded obsidian. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out. I'm going to do a little bit of antlering. And then if it doesn't work, I'll go to copper. See, the antler just doesn't work for me. Now granted, I don't have no big giant moose billet like some of the guys, but I do have a antler issue stick I found. I don't think this billet's big enough to actually be a billet. So I'm not calling this abo because I am going to probably have to use my metal billet, but we'll see. Yeah, that's not enough power. Not nearly enough power. Now, how can an antler not even crack? I guess it did a little bit. Yeah, it's going to take some preparations, I think. Little Hammerstone, where are you? Not prepared today. I probably shouldn't even really nap because I'm just in a bad way. I went to work and my remote key lock. Well, first I stopped and got a Burger King. And since I was sitting down and dry, I didn't put my wallet back in my pocket. I threw it in the center console. And where I live, you don't have to worry a ton about people stealing from you, but the places I go, I guess it's not the same. And you know, 5 or 10 minutes my van was unlocked because my remote key didn't lock it, and that's all it took. I guess the key to this antler is to not abrade, not have it too or maybe just a little bit. This is, like I said, some kind of stuff I got from Curtis, Mexican velvet something, or green gray band. I'm not sure. I really like the looks of it, and my thing's already broke. Maybe that's why it's not working. But it's working a little bit. I'm just going to go to the copper. Save myself some aggravates. Haha. I'm telling you, if anybody found copper, they used it. I don't know if they found it, but if they did, the difference is so much. And, you know, obsidian. Just snap that off, which is okay, I guess. But I gotta get, see this shape? I gotta get that. I wanted to get the bulb off, which it was real low. It wasn't really going to be in the point anyways. I just tend to be kind of chickeny when it comes to obsidian. Oh, let's go to the bigger. Go to the real deal. My good old standby. Babied my shoulder for over a month and a half now. How can that obsidian not crack? I'm telling you, there we go. Just needed a little persuasion. See, our little swaggy part's almost gone. Knapping. I want to take a poll. If you pick up a rock, say you pick up something like this, and you just grab another rock and hit it as hard as you can a few times, is that knapping, or is that smashing a rock with another rock? I'm curious. And, you know, leave your replies in the comments if you'd like. You know, if you just pick something up, hit it a few times and say, yeah, you can nap. Like, if I did that and I said, yeah, see, you can nap this. Did I actually nap this, or did I just break some off? I have my opinion. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to influence anybody. Is napping more? My actual question is napping more than just hitting another rock with a rock? Or a piece of metal, you know what I mean. Just hitting something and not really making anything. If you don't actually make something, is it napping? Now, say for example, I took this piece of tile and I took my billet and I hit it, and then I went see, it flakes. and then said, with some more work, that'll be an arrowhead. Did I nap that piece of tile? Inquiring minds want to know. Because sometimes I find rocks out, like I would find a rock. It won't be like this, but it'll be a rock, like a piece of Flint Ridge. And I will think, did somebody nap that? Or did, nature just pound it with rocks? And the same could be said for like that piece of tile. Did somebody nap that piece of tile I just hit? If I dropped it in the water or something, would somebody think I napped that? Or would they think that, Mother Nature just hit it with some other rocks a few times? Inquiring minds want to know. I never studied no archaeology or anything like that. I don't even claim to be a real napper. I just make stuff that works for me. When I get a nice little point out of this. That point I made the other day, the big ceramic one, I don't really have any use for knives. I put a piece of obsidian when I when I biface it out to make it into something. It turned out really pretty, and it kind of looked like a daggery knife, and then I didn't want to break it, and then I didn't want a daggery knife, so now it's just laying in my pile because I don't have any need for knives. So that's the question. Should I make that? I offered it out to a few friends for, I know lots of nappers make knives. That's their bread and butter. They like to make knives. Here we got that bottom piece all gone. Flat on this side, flat on that side. Now I just got to get rid of the square edges, which I have square edges here. So I'm going to be very careful because it wants to crack. This stuff is really good, but it wants to go without warning. And I really should be doing more pressure flaking. They were getting at. I'm not trying to do anything too crazy, just making some spots where I can have a spot to hit to get rid of that. Probably should switch back to the finer one. So there we got all of our, let's see if we can get it to see, all of our square edge off of one side. Now this side's a little more dangerous because it's got a bump. But I like the smaller flaker better because it takes less force to peel that flake off. And the less force you got to use, the less chance you got of breaking it. And I got to clean it up all the time. I'm going to make some new abo tools and maybe get into it a little more. You know. See? I told you that side was dangerous. It has this cookie looking. And then it gave me a bite. So now I'm going to do it again. But lucky for me, I only need a 1.5-inch long and 3/4 wide to stick on the end of an arrow to hunt with. That's my state legal hunting tip. And I do intend to do some hunting this year. I was trying to make a bow, but my shoulder went bad. Actually, both of my shoulders, so I can't pull that draw knife anymore. And up until here recently, couldn't hardly even swing this this billet either. I know you can't see it, but what I'm doing is if I'm going to hit this spot, I'm pinching right there to hold it together, and so I don't have to do I don't do any bridging. I still bridge sometimes though, and with obsidian it still sometimes just you know, does what it wants to do. Alright, scrape a little bit. Giant dragonfly just flew in here. And let's see what we can get. I got a little spot on this corner we could probably get a lot of yuckiness off with. See that right there? Mouse point. Put that on a little stick and shoot it at a mouse. There's our scar. We're going to do the same thing on this one. I think that dragonfly flew in here last time too, but I didn't think they lived that long. Here's our end view, our sides. Might have to do a little bit of pressure, set some things up. See, we got that with pressure. hard for me because I forgot my glasses in the house, and so I have to hold way down so I can see. Yeah, the pressure flaking is not going to be my thing anymore. Until I get my indirect pressure flaker built. I bought a big hickory board. I'm going to make it, and I'm going to make it for real instead of just my one I made to test it to see if it would work. And I think it's going to work pretty good. At least my half-fast one I made went pretty good. Where are we at? 21 minutes. I'm not going to get this point finished. Yeah. The next time I nap, unless it's raining, probably be from my creekside napping spot. I mowed it today. That's what I did before this, so that's why I'm not much. No, I'm not going to nap long here because it's been one of them days. Trying to get this Mr. Crafty indirect thing perfected to where I don't even have to pressure flake. I mean, if you're making them pretty high quality points and stuff, I don't think you can make them without pressure flaking. The really nice points, you know. Most of mine aren't really nice. Every once in a while I get in the mood to make a really nice one. But usually I'll use a real colorful piece of flint. And I want the flint to be, you know, the beauty of the flint to be the point, not the point. So I'm leaning towards I don't know, tip base. Take this all off and use this to thin. So remember, in the comment section, answer if hitting a rock with a rock a few times and not really making anything is napping. I have an opinion, but I don't want to skew the results. See what everybody thinks. And and it's not to I don't want to say. It's nothing to do with anyone. It's just my my wondering. So please, no one mention any names or no one take any offense. Because I know there'll be some temptations to say that I don't nap. You know, because I'm just bumble through stuff. And I'm not like I said, I'm nobody's napper, but I try to be entertaining. I try to do different stuff all the time, because if I just napped, I get bored with it. If I just hunt, I get bored with it. If I just fish, I get bored with it. So that's why I have hunting, fishing, electronics, soldering, building, casting metal, welding, building, you know, swing. I mean, all kind of stuff. Building bows, building spears, napping, just walking around in the woods looking dumb. Do that too. And, 27 minutes. We've got 3 more minutes. And I'm going to wrap this up because tomorrow when I work, I got to work with another guy because all my credit cards and stuff got stolen today. So I don't even have a way to buy gas for my van until all my new stuff comes in. So it ought to be an interesting day. Just wish people knew how bad taking someone's wallet is. There was no money in there. I realized it was gone in less than a half an hour. I blocked all the cards, but now I don't have my licenses, and I have to pay. I have to pay again to get all those licenses I had: air conditioning, refrigerant, electrical, HVAC. I have to pay for that. So they didn't get to take any money, but you know, it's going to end up costing me like $700, and they didn't get anything. Quite honestly, if they would have just asked me, I would have went in and got him a 20 or something out of the ATM. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not, you know, I know people have it rough. I work every day and I still have it rough. I bet you have it rough. You and you and you. I bet you all have it rough. We could all get along a little better, and we could all you know, lucky for me, I never was about money, but you got to have enough money to provide for your family. That's all I ever did. I live in a way less than ordinary house. I do live on a farm, but it's my You know, it's from my in-laws, my wife's family, and you know, we don't ask for much. We gave everything we had to our kids, so they wouldn't have it like, you know, like I did. You know, I don't have any regrets of that, because most people I know that have a lot of money, they're not very nice. And they're always looking for the angle of what's in it for them. Man, I hope I don't lose a lot of subs over this video, because I'm really complaining a lot. Alright folks, there's 31 minutes. Here's where we got. Let me take my glove off so you can see. Pre-shape. Tomorrow I'll finish it, or Saturday. Gray-green banded. I think it's Mexican obsidian of some sort. Have a good evening, and may your God, whichever one you believe or don't believe, whichever, bless you.